Hello everyone, today I'm going to be talking about why I honestly personally do believe that Merrick and the Crow, the two Inquisitors in Maul Shadow Lord Season 1, is what we've been needing for the Inquisitors for an extremely long time, right? I think this is the case because honestly, I feel like the Inquisitors really gave off those Saturday morning cartoon villain type of vibes, you know? Based on what I've seen on Reddit so far, right? Think about it, we see them get destroyed in Rebels, right? Against Ahsoka and Maul, right? Not to mention, we also see them have trouble against just the Rebels alone, right? Just the Rebels alone. I feel like the Grand Inquisitor was maybe done the most justice, right? Because he took on Kanan, but he did eventually lose to Kanan and showed he was actually terrified of Vader either way, right? And not to mention, Grand Inquisitor kind of already was more or less just that. Treated like another Saturday morning cartoon type of villain, right? Even despite him being a little menacing, but he was still pretty cocky and such, right? Merrick and the Inquisitor barely talked at all. The Grand Inquisitor talked a lot, right? Which gives the impression he was just another Saturday morning cartoon type of villain, right? But the Merrick and the Crow get straight to business. Merrick and the Crow show that they're more than just lightsaber duelers, right? Merrick actually showed that he's actually really good at actually, like, you know, tracing steps and such, actually finding clues and such. He's a good detective, in other words, right? And when we first saw him in Maul Shadow, I think he was actually extremely menacing. Especially to Riley's liking too, you know? So honestly, that's why I honestly personally really do believe that this is the justice the Inquisitors have done. It's an Inquisitor in its name, right? And before I finish, let's keep in mind, we had Jedi Fallen Order, right? But again, treated like cocky Saturday morning cartoon kind of villains, eventually showed how scared they were of Darth Vader, right? Their boss slash major lord, right? That takes over them, right? But you have to keep one thing in mind also, is that they also did die pretty quickly, right? The other Inquisitor that did fight Cal a few times eventually does get defeated by Cal in Jedi Survivor. So yeah, there goes my case in point. I feel like these Inquisitors characterization we should have had for a very long time in Star Wars.